My fiancé demanded, "Cancel your best friend as best man. I want my ex there instead." I said, "Interesting choice." Then I canceled the entire wedding and sent her ex an invoice for the deposit with "thanks for the inspiration" attached. Her panicked voicemails revealed I, 29 male, am sitting in what was supposed to be my wedding venue in 3 weeks, watching the event coordinator pack up the sample centerpieces. Just sent the cancellation emails to 150 guests. My phone's been buzzing non-stop for the past 4 hours, but I'm oddly calm about the whole thing. Let me back up. I've been with Meredith, 27, for 3.5 years, engaged for 8 months. The wedding planning had been mostly smooth. She handled decorations, I handled logistics, we both compromised on the guest list. Normal couple stuff. My best friend Derek, 30, and I have been tight since middle school. Dude literally saved my life once when we were teenagers, pulled me out of a riptide. He was there through my dad's cancer, my career struggles, everything. Making him my best man wasn't even a question. Last Tuesday, Meredith drops this bomb over dinner. So I've been thinking, Derek shouldn't be your best man. I literally stopped mid-chew. What? Why? He's just not wedding party material. He's awkward at events. Derek's an engineer. Yeah, he's quiet, but awkward. The man gave a beautiful toast at his brother's wedding last year. Meredith, what's this really about? She fidgets with her napkin. I want Blake in the wedding party. Blake, her ex. The one she dated for 4 years before me. The one whose name still popped up on her phone occasionally. You want your ex at our wedding? Not just at it. I want him as a groomsman, maybe even the best man since you need to replace Derek anyway. I actually laughed. Thought she was joking. She wasn't. Listen, she continues. Blake and I stayed friends. He knows all our friends. He'll make the photos look better, and honestly, he's more presentable than Derek. More presentable? Blake's tall, photogenic. Derek's, short, balding. It'll throw off the aesthetic. The aesthetic. My best friend of 17 years should be excluded from my wedding for the aesthetic. And, she adds, like this is the deal closer, Blake already agreed to do it. You already asked him? Before talking to me? I knew you'd be weird about it. I set down my fork. Really looked at her. This woman I was about to marry just called my best friend unpresentable and went behind my back to recruit her ex. Interesting choice, I said quietly. She smiled, thinking she'd won. So you'll tell Derek? Oh, I'll handle everything. Wednesday morning, 8 a.m., called the venue, explained I needed to cancel. They kept the deposit, 10 grand, non-refundable. Fine. Called the catering company, another 3 grand deposit gone. Photographer? 2 grand. DJ? 500. Florist? 1,500. By noon, I'd canceled everything. Total loss about $22,000. Money I'd saved for 3 years. Then I did something petty, maybe even stupid. But it felt right. I made an invoice, a professional one like I use for my freelance design work. Addressed to Blake Hutchinson, itemized list of all the deposits lost. Total due $22,000. At the bottom, in the notes section, thanks for the inspiration to cancel. Best man position clearly meant more to you than it did to her. Emailed it to him with Meredith CC'd. Then I sent a group message to all 150 wedding guests. The wedding between myself and Meredith is canceled. No drama, just realized we have fundamentally different values. Thank you for your understanding. Packed a bag, turned off my phone, and went to Derek's place. His reaction when I told him, dude, I never liked her anyway. Beer? It's been 6 hours. I finally turned my phone back on. Voicemails from Meredith, 14 texts from Meredith, 68, missed calls from her mom, 8, texts from Blake, 3. The first voicemail, timestamp 12:23 p.m., crying, what did you do? Why is the venue saying we're canceled? Call me back. Second one, 12:05 p.m., angry, you can't just cancel our wedding without talking to me. Third one, 1:15 p.m., panicked. Blake just showed me some invoice? What is this? This is insane. Fourth one, 1:30 p.m., bargaining. Okay, Derek can be best man, Blake doesn't have to be in the wedding. Please call me back. Fifth one, 2 p.m., desperate. My mom is freaking out. Everyone's calling about the cancellation email, we can fix this. I listened to all of them. Blake's texts were actually hilarious. Bro, this invoice is a joke, right? I'm not paying for your wedding drama. Tell Meredith to stop calling me. The entitlement is staggering. She really thought I'd just accept it? Replace my best friend with her ex for photos? Derek's letting me crash here while I figure out next steps. We're currently 3 beers deep, playing Call of Duty, and honestly, I haven't felt this clear-headed in months. Update 1, 2 days later. The last 48 hours have been educational. First, Meredith showed up at Derek's apartment yesterday morning. Full makeup, red dress, she knows it's my favorite, holding a box of my stuff from our apartment. Derek answered the door. He doesn't want to see you. This is between me and my fiancée. Ex-fiancée, Derek corrected. I came to the door. Mistake. Baby, please, she starts. This is crazy. You can't throw away 3 years over one tiny request. Tiny request? You wanted to replace my best friend with your ex. I was thinking about the photos, our memories. Is that so wrong? You called Derek unpresentable. Derek, from behind me, I'm literally right here. Meredith ignored him. Can we just talk, privately? We can talk right here. She huffed. Fine, Mom wants to know who's paying her back for the dress. Her dress. $3,000 designer dress that her mom insisted on buying despite us saying we'd handle it. That's between you and your mom. You canceled the wedding. You wanted your ex as my best man. I said he could be a groomsman, maybe best man. It was a suggestion. Derek actually snorted. You literally told Blake he could do it before even asking. She spun on him. This is your fault. If you weren't so, she gestured vaguely at him, this wouldn't have happened. So what? Derek asked calmly. Short? Bald? Not Instagram worthy? Her face went red. I didn't mean. Yes, you did, I said. And that's the problem. You prioritize appearances over actual relationships. Then came the tactical nuke. Besides, Blake's married. Record scratch moment. What? Yeah, saw it on Facebook yesterday. Got married 6 months ago. Small ceremony. Guess he didn't mention that when you were planning his role in our wedding? Her face went from red to white. She pulled out her phone, furiously scrolling. Found it. Her expression was something. He said he was single. Why would that matter if he was just being a groomsman? Silence. Then her mom's car pulled up. Patricia got out looking like she was ready for war. What is this nonsense about canceling? Do you know how much we've invested? I've invested $22,000 in deposits, Patricia. That's your choice. We bought the dress, the shoes, the jewelry. Again, your choice. I said we didn't need help. How dare you embarrass us like this? Everyone's asking what happened. Derek pulled out his phone, started recording. For legal purposes, he said cheerfully. Patricia went nuclear. You pathetic little man. My daughter was doing you a favor marrying you. You'll never find anyone better. I'd rather be alone than with someone who thinks I'm an aesthetic accessory. Meredith was now crying. Big dramatic tears. I just wanted nice photos. Is that a crime? No, but lying about Blake being single is pretty sketchy. I didn't lie, I just didn't know. Patricia grabbed her daughter's arm. Come on, let the loser stew in his mistake. You'll be begging us to come back. As they left, Patricia shouted, We're keeping the gifts. What gifts? I called back. I canceled before the shower. Door slam. Car peel out. Blake texted an hour later. Dude, she's been blowing up my wife's phone. Make it stop. I responded, not my circus anymore. Then the social media campaign started. Meredith posted this long thing about toxic masculinity and men who can't handle confident women. Her friends piled on. Comments about how I was threatened by her past and too insecure for an adult relationship. So I posted the invoice I sent Blake. No context, just the image. Comments exploded. People asking why her ex got a wedding cancellation invoice, why his name was even involved. The narrative crumbled fast. Her sister Anna actually texted me. Is it true she wanted Blake as best man? Yup. Jesus. I'm sorry. She told us you were jealous of their friendship. She wanted to remove Derek for the aesthetic and replace him with Blake. That's... Wow. Mom's telling everyone you're having a breakdown, tube you. I'm playing video games and eating pizza with Derek. Most peaceful I've been in months. Good for you. Last night around 11 p.m. Meredith sent a long text. I'm sorry I hurt Derek's feelings, but you're overreacting. Blake means nothing to me romantically. I just wanted our wedding to look perfect. Every girl dreams of the perfect wedding photos. Why is that wrong? You're throwing away our future over one small ask. Please reconsider. We can do counseling. I'll apologize to Derek. Whatever you want. I responded, you planned our wedding with your ex before consulting me. That's not a small ask. That's a fundamental breach of trust. The deposits are gone. The relationship is done. Please stop contacting me. You're going to regret this. I already regret not seeing the red flags sooner. She sent 30 more texts, ranging from insults to apologies to threats about what she knows about me. I'm genuinely curious what she thinks she has. Derek's been a champ. Took today off work to help me apartment hunt. Found a decent studio downtown. Moving in next week. Already called a lawyer about getting my stuff from our old place. The wedding was supposed to be in 18 days. Instead, I'll be setting up a new apartment. Honestly, can't wait. Update 2, 1 week later. Thought I was done updating, but the entitlement has reached new heights, and y'all deserve to hear this. Moved into my new studio apartment 3 days ago. Derek and his brother helped. Was feeling good, finally processing everything in peace. Then Wednesday happened. Got a call from my credit card company about suspicious activity. Someone tried to buy $8,000 worth of furniture online using my card. Shipping address? The apartment I'd shared with Meredith. Canceled the card immediately, disputed the charges, and filed a police report. The officer taking the report actually said, "Let me guess, bad breakup? Canceled wedding." Yeah, we see this a lot. While I'm at the police station, I get a text from my buddy who works at the Mercedes dealership. "Yo, your ex just tried to trade in your car for a new lease. We refused since her name's not on the title, but thought you should know. My car, that I bought 2 years ago, that only has my name on everything." I raced over there. Sure enough, Meredith's there with Blake. Apparently his wife kicked him out after the invoice incident, arguing with the sales manager. "It's community property," she's saying. "We were never married," I said, walking in. She spun around. "Oh, now you show up. To stop you from stealing my car?" "Yeah." Blake stepped forward, trying to look intimidating. "Hey man, she just needs some help getting back on her feet." "With my car? After your involvement destroyed our relationship?" "I didn't destroy anything. You're the one who went nuclear over nothing." The sales manager looked entertained. "Sir, would you like us to call the police?" "Already filed a report for the credit card fraud." Meredith's face went pale. "Credit card fraud? I used the card for necessities. $8,000 in furniture? I need somewhere to sit." "You have furniture." "It doesn't match my new aesthetic." The manager actually laughed, then covered it with a cough. Blake tried to play mediator. "Look, just let her use the car for a few weeks. The married man who is going to be my best man wants me to loan my ex my car? That's rich. I'm separated. Because of this situation?" Silence. The manager suggested they leave. Meredith started crying again, but not sad crying, angry crying. "You've ruined everything. My wedding, my home, my stability. You ruined it yourself when you prioritized your ex over our relationship. It was about photos." Derek, who'd apparently followed me there, solid friend, piped up. "No, it was about control and disrespect." She turned on him. "Nobody asked you, Chrome Dome." Derek just smiled. Still bitter about the aesthetics? That's when Blake's wife showed up. Yeah, that escalation. Tall woman, designer, everything, looking furious. "There you are." Blake went white. "Babe, I can explain." "Explain why you're helping your ex steal her ex's car?" Meredith stepped forward. "We're just friends." "Friends? Friends? You asked him to be in your wedding. He told me he was helping a coworker move." Plot twist. Blake stammered. "It wasn't like that." His wife turned to me. "Is this the guy?" Referring to me. "I'm the one who canceled the wedding when I found out about their arrangement." She nodded. "The invoice sender. Creative. I liked that." Then she turned to Blake. "Get in the car. Now." "Lauren, please." "Car. Now." He slunk away like a scolded dog. Lauren looked at Meredith. "Stay away from my husband. I don't care what history you have." "I didn't know you existed," Meredith protested. "He's worn a wedding ring for 6 months." Another silence. Lauren left. Meredith stood there, carless, accompliceless, crying again. The manager asked us all to leave. In the parking lot, Meredith made one last attempt. "Can you at least give me a ride home?" "Call an Uber." "I don't have money. You canceled all my cards." "They were my cards. You were an authorized user." "This is financial abuse." Derek laughed. Actually laughed. "No, this is consequences. Yesterday I got a call from her dad. First time Richard has ever called me directly. "Son, what's this about credit card fraud?" Explained the situation. Long silence. Then, Jesus Christ, Patricia told me you were being vindictive, but $8,000 on furniture. After we'd already ended things. I'll handle it. Send me the police report number. We'll pay it back if the charges go through. Richard, I don't want... No, I'm sorry. I knew she had issues with Blake, but this is beyond acceptable. Issues? Another pause. She never got over him choosing Lauren. This was probably some weird revenge thing, using you to get to him. Well, that's a fun revelation. You're saying she wanted him in our wedding to make his wife jealous? I'm saying my daughter needs therapy, and you dodged a bullet. I'll handle the money. You take care of yourself. Today woke up to find out Meredith started a GoFundMe. Help me rebuild after domestic abuse. Goal: $25,000. The description claimed I isolated her from friends, controlled all finances, and abandoned her with nothing. Already had $300 from sympathetic strangers. Derek screenshot it and sent it to his lawyer friend. Within 2 hours it was taken down for fraud. Her mom called me screaming about ruining Meredith's future. Patricia, she committed credit card fraud and lied on a fundraising site. She's heartbroken. You broke her. She tried to steal my car with her married ex-boyfriend. He's separated. Because of her. Click. The wedding would have been next Saturday. Instead, Derek and I are doing a barbecue at his place, calling it the Dodged a Bullet barbecue. His brother's bringing his smoker. My cousin's band is playing. We invited everyone who was supposed to come to the wedding. Currently RSVPs, 73 yes, 12 no. The rest haven't responded. Her sister Anna messaged, "Can I come to the barbecue? I'll bring potato salad." Aren't you Meredith's sister? Yeah, but she tried to steal your car. That's fucked up. Plus, Derek seems cool, and she was horrible to him. So Meredith's own sister is coming to my anti-wedding party. Life's wild sometimes. Final update, 3 weeks later. Wedding day came and went. The Dodged a Bullet barbecue was incredible. 84 people showed up, including Anna, Meredith's sister, who brought the best potato salad I've ever had and stayed till 2 a.m. doing shots with Derek's brother. But that's not why I'm updating. Remember the invoice I sent Blake? The $22,000 one? Well, Lauren, Blake's wife, did something amazing. She actually sent me a check for $5,000 with a note. This is from Blake's personal account. Consider it partial payment for the chaos he helped cause. The rest is coming in installments once my lawyer is done with him. Thank you for opening my eyes. L. I didn't cash it initially, felt weird. But Derek convinced me. Dude, that money was for your wedding. Take it. So I did. Put it straight into savings. Then yesterday got served with legal papers. Meredith is actually suing me for deliberate infliction of emotional distress and financial abandonment. She's seeking $50,000 in damages. Her claims, I maliciously canceled the wedding to humiliate her. I trapped her in financial dependence, then cut her off. I orchestrated a harassment campaign against her. I caused her to lose her job. News to me. That last one was interesting. Called Anna to ask WTF. Oh yeah, she got fired last week, kept missing work to deal with the wedding crisis, and then they found out she was using company time to plan her GoFundMe and talk to lawyers. Her own choices got her fired. But somehow that's my fault? My lawyer, yes, got a real one now, laughed when he read the filing. This is desperation. She has no case. Countersue for the credit card fraud and will probably never hear from her again. But the real kicker came this morning. Richard, her dad, called. I need you to know something. We're moving. Okay? To Florida, Patricia and I, next month. That's good for you? We're not taking Meredith. Silence. She's 27 years old and we're done enabling her. This whole situation, finding out about Blake, the theft attempts, now this lawsuit, we're done. Richard, you don't have to. Yes, I do. You were good to her, better than Blake ever was. She destroyed it for some fantasy where she could have both of you. That's not normal. Patricia disagrees, but I'm putting my foot down. What's she going to do? Figure it out like adults, like you did when she blew up your life. This seems harsh. Son, she tried to steal your car. She committed fraud. She's suing you for 50 grand. You're worried about harsh? He had a point. The lawsuit is ongoing, but my lawyer says it'll likely be dismissed. The credit card fraud case is moving forward. The DA is actually pursuing it because she used the card after we separated, which shows clear intent. Blake and Lauren are getting divorced. He's living with his brother. Meredith apparently reached out to him about moving in together, but he blocked her. Even Blake has limits, apparently. Last I heard from Anna, Meredith is couch surfing between friends, posting increasingly unhinged Instagram stories about rising from the ashes and Phoenix energy. She started selling essential oils through some MLM, claiming they helped her heal from narcissistic abuse. Me? I love my studio apartment. Derek and I started a weekly poker game with some guys from his work. I'm dating casually, nothing serious, just coffee and conversation. The $22,000 in wedding deposits still stings, but I'm slowly rebuilding my savings. My therapist, got one of those too, said something interesting. You didn't dodge a bullet. You dodged a missile, one that would have exploded after you were legally bound to her. She's right. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I just let Blake be a groomsman. Probably would have married her, lived an increasingly controlled life, and eventually caught her actually cheating with him. Instead, I'm free. Broke, but free. Single, but not being manipulated. Starting over, but on my own terms. Derek said it best at the BOQ. You lost 22 grand, but saved your soul. Worth every penny. And if you're wondering, yes, I kept the invoice framed. It's hanging in my bathroom. Derek calls it my liberation certificate. Patricia still sends me nasty texts occasionally. I don't respond. Meredith tried making a TikTok about toxic ex syndrome. It got 47 views and 1 comment. Didn't you try to steal his car? The wedding would have been a month ago today. Instead of celebrating an anniversary, I'm sitting on my secondhand couch in my tiny apartment, eating takeout Chinese with Derek, and I've never been happier. Sometimes the best thing you can do is cancel the wedding and send the invoice. Edit, since someone asked, yes, the credit card fraud charge is stuck. She got 18 months probation and has to pay restitution. The civil lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice last week, and Blake's wife Lauren and I are actually friends now. She sends me memes about dodging bullets. Life's weird.